Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Magnus, and in this video we will be going through my league attacks over in Titan 25. Now, fire warning with this video, my audio did cut out earlier on, so I will be doing voiceovers for the first portion. And then at some point you will hear a transition as the recording audio starts to kick in again, and you'll hear me talking through some of the attacks as they go on. With these attacks, with these bases, they were predominantly Town Hall 17s, which led to a pretty dry day. But the intent here is we'll be using the Root Rider Smash with the RC Charge. I've got the King, Queen, the Warden, and the Champ, of course. I'm using the Snake Bracelet with the Spiky Ball on the King, the Action Hero with the Giant Arrow on the Queen, and then the Lifelorn Healing Tome on the Grand Warden. So we'll get into our first attack here. So as mentioned, Town Hall 17, pretty straightforward. I look for the spitters when I'm coming in here, so I'm going to be dropping down the Royal Champ here at the top, sending her in, timing out those invis spells so that I can get as deep into the base as possible here. So I ended up missing that one, had to waste a spell to protect the Royal Champ. So we're going to keep pushing through. Unfortunately, the Town Hall did aggro onto the Fox and the Royal Champ. It's going to end up killing off the Fox here. Another shot goes off. I do trigger the Tornado though. So we're going to pull the Champ out of here, and then send in the King and the Warden up at the 12 o'clock. Archer Queen on the other side of the corner. We're going to shoot off the arrow, getting that DPS through the base, and then send in our Smash at the top. So we're dealing with a spitter already. Single Inferno is putting in some work on the action figure, but as our push comes through, our first rage being used, we're going to get through the spitter and the Town Hall. Now using the Grand Warden's ability as we dig deeper into the southern section of the base. A lot of DPS on our push, getting stalled by an Ice Golem, but things are rolling through pretty smoothly here. We pull off that last invis tower. The Archer Queen's just doing her thing on the flank on the left side of the base, but at this point this base has been just smashed, which, coming from a Town Hall 18, I wouldn't expect anything less. So we're just going to send in the cleanup troops to speed this along, because there's nothing more exciting than watching troops go around the base. So now we're going to go in for our second attack of the day. There was a trend with these bases. There was a lot of them that weren't properly set up. So just a reminder to everyone, check your bases, check your defenses, make sure you have everything placed, because you don't want your bases being set up like this. So we're going to send in the Royal Champion at the bottom and just allow her to work her way up through the Fox ability and the invisibility build spells. I'm going to end up clearing out quite a few defenses, which will make, of course, the pathing for the Root Riders really, really good. I'm very proficient at finding the giant bombs for my Fox, though the Fox is just about dead. There she goes. I didn't catch that though. So the Scatter Shot, the Town Hall, activates my Royal Champ ability, and I'm going to bail out of there. I'm going to get the Baby Dragon set up for the funnel. Barbarian King's going to get deployed here in just a second with the Grand Warden to support. So we're going to take on the defending archer queen. We're going to pop our queen at the 3 o'clock and then send in our smash and work our way on the right flank of that base. The baby dragon has nothing really within that range, so it's going to be able to clear up quite a few structures for us. So we won't bother looking at that for probably quite some time here. Pushing our way through, our rage is going to go down as we move into the heavier DPS section of this base. So we're taking on some Inferno Towers, the Teslas, some defending heroes, popping the Grand Warden's ability now. Queen still on the outside of the base. So with the snakes and the barbarians, barbarians, just looking to clean this up as quickly as possible. This base did have a defending CC, so a little out of practice. I did forget to try and lure that earlier when I was sending in my push, because it does slow things down just a little bit, but ultimately didn't make a difference. It popped off the BK's ability, used that spiky ball to secure the 3. Okay, we've got another Town Hall 17 here that is basically not set up. So what I'm likely going to do is just use my Royal Champion to carve out the top section of the base and then jam my smash in through the 3 o'clock section. And ideally won't lose my Spirit Fox again this time around. Well, I did, but at least I noticed it this time. Okay, so we managed to secure that. We'll bring the Super Dragon over to that side. And then we're going to bring everything into this section of the base. We'll pop our rage to get through the Town Hall compartment. We'll protect our queen down here. Super Dragon is doing work on my warden though. So we'll bring the World Champion back into the fray. We do finally find that tornado trap, not even an issue at this point. Everything converges into the 9 o'clock compartment. We're just going to pop the ability. That basically clears out everything. It's like Clash of Dips here today. I'm looking at the top. We're going to come in through from the 12 o'clock. We will take care of this entire compartment. And then likely just bring our smash in from the 9 o'clock. Alright, we've got the mono. We're gonna now bring in our smash. Alright, we pulled out the CC. We'll get everything nice and angry up into the core. Sprinkle on those headhunters. And at this point, this base is a wrap. Okay, well, we finally have a Town Hall 18. So I normally like to bring my World Champion and go for a Fire Spitter wherever possible. With the symmetry on this base here, there's really no right or wrong answer, so I'm just going to pop in the Royal Champion into our 8 o'clock. Drop the invis, keep her protected as we move in towards the Expo and the Spitter. We've got that air defense. We're going to come back for the merged Archer Tower. Protect our hero. We've locked onto the long shot aggro part of the CC. Okay, now we're going to push on to the cannon. If we can get the revenge tower, that'll be pretty ideal. Nope, looks like we're just going to focus on the clan castle. So we're going to save the Royal Champion and start by moving everything up to the 12 o'clock. Man, that clan castle is really slowing me down. Okay, so our army is finally going to push in towards the monolith. Gonna send in those headhunters. Use our warden's ability. But this base is again looking pretty smashed as everything's going to wrap around, sending it down to the 6 o'clock. It's going to overwhelm the defenses at this point. Revenge Tower goes down. We're going to get that Town Hall. And secure the 3. Okay, so we actually have a Town Hall 18 at this point. We don't have our crafted defense up, so we'll use that to our benefit. We've got our fire spitters at the 2 and the 7. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to push in, take on this one here. I'm going to save our royal champion. That was a poorly placed invis spell. Move up, we're going to get that spitter, but we do need to protect them yet again. And at this point, the fox's health is pretty low, so we're just going to keep using the invis spells to secure everything in this compartment. Alright, so we got what we could. We're now going to come in with our Barbarian King, our Archer Queen over here. Sending in the smash right behind. And sending the Royal Champion back into the fray. We'll send in one Headhunter, although that prince is now gone. We'll overgrowth the backside. We'll send in one more. We will tome as we get into a lot of damage here in that core. We'll get that defending queen taken care of. So we did lose our queen over at the 9 o'clock compartment. Barbarian King is doing his best out on the flank of this base. We're going to get that fire spitter down. Final compartment. Alright, pushing in here, we will drop our totem. Awesome, so we aggroed the invis tower. And at this point, I'm good to drop the spiky ball and lock in another triple. Okay, looks like we're back onto our Town Hall 17 dips. Pretty under level base, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time scouting this one out. I think what we'll just do is we will push in from the top side of the base. And then probably just send our smash in from one of these corners. Alright, that was our last invis. We'll have a little bit of time left from the fox, but we're going to bring our champion back. And just start pushing in our troops into this compartment. We'll drop our rage over the town hall, leading everything to the other side. Load up the Dragon CC, Electro, and a Royal Dragon. We will protect everything now with the Tome. And we'll get the Archer Queen back into here to help with the push. And we'll just clear up this base with the ball. Another Town Hall 17. This one at least has been leveled up. So we're going to come in. Let's see here. We've got 2 sweepers, but one's off to the side. So we're going to come in. We'll take care of the one at the 3 o'clock. Okay, we're getting stuck on these heroes, so we're going to move the Royal Champion towards these defenses here on the edge. Okay, Fox died, was not able to see that. So we'll keep these hogs protected. Get that Expo, and then recover our Royal Champion. Okay, let's get our Archer Queen down. Send in our Root Riders. Okay. Miscalculated there, was not paying attention, and sent the Archer Queen into a Inferno on single. We will be pushing through here. Our Warden's ability was forced. So we're just going to keep everything moving up towards the top side of the base for now. Up to our final 4 defenses. We'll get everything distracted. Doesn't matter. And lock in another 3. Feel like Day of the Dips. Alright, I'm not seeing spitters on this one here. They must not have dropped before they pushed into the league, so we'll take advantage of that. Clearing out this compartment, we'll push on from the 12 o'clock. And finding that tornado. Always fun with the Royal Champion. We're just going to make sure that we keep her protected. She is running super low, and there goes her ability. Alright, let's get the Barbarian King into the mix. Archer Queen up at the top, sending in the Root Riders. And some headhunters. Alright, Barbarian King was getting low, using the tome, help him get protected. Ideally, the healers will switch over, get him a bit more HP. But that push got so much value in that center core that there's virtually no defenses left. Champion and their hogs are doing quite a bit of work there, so we're going to just pop the ball, clearing up another easy 3. Okay, another Town Hall 17. We're just going to push in, locking up on the fire spirit compartment. Fox moves into the invis, which is convenient as we continue to push into the center of the base. We get that defensive world champion taken care of. We have Lord the Clan Castle. Alright, Fox is almost dead, so we're going to keep using our invis just to finish off the towers in the core. Okay, there we go. Let's get our Barbarian King moving into the top side of the base. And we'll get the Royal Champ in there as well. Archer Queen up at the top with the Apprentice Warden. Headhunter sent in. They're going to lock onto that Archer Queen. Archer Queen's going to drop pretty quickly though. Under the tome, they're going to move in towards the Maltese so that we can take care of the defending minion prince. And that is going to be a wrap for that base too. Okay, back into the Town Hall 18s. However, this one is looking super barren, so this shouldn't take too much out of us here. Let's move up towards the bottom of the base, and then we're going to come in from the 3 o'clock side. Looking good so far. Okay, eating a giant bomb. We're going to move in towards this Tesla. Spirit Fox needs to play catch up though. Does not, and we are forced to use the ability. Okay. Couldn't deal with the Builder Hut under Rage, so we're just going to go ahead and start clearing out the base at the top. Alright, that wizard should be able to take care of pretty much everything that's in that 9 o'clock, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll get the minion to do the same up here. So Worm was taking some heat. His ability does get popped as we move into the core of the base. We're going to take advantage of these open tiles though, sending in these headhunters very quickly. And Barbarian King is, of course, going to try and join everything over at 9 o'clock. Alright, we break through the wall. Finally finding the tornado trap. And we'll pop this and just lock up these final structures for that 3-star. Okay, looks like another Town Hall 17, so this time we will be hitting it from the 3 o'clock side, working to clear out these structures here. Then likely we will just shove everything up into the bottom compartment and have it wrap around. Alright, so we get the Expo, the Fire Spitter, the Scatter Shot, and now the Builder's Hut. We will get the Cannon as well. And then I think we'll just force the ability so that we can get the Town Hall taken care of too. And then we'll bring everything back and swing around from the other side. Bring the Royal Champion back. Gonna set in our Headhunters. And use our ability to protect as much as we can here. Okay, so it looks like everything moves its way into now the core of the base. We will let everything take care of the defending Archer Queen, come back for the Cannon and the Fire Spitter there in a moment. Queen manages to get that cannon before being taken out. King's gonna tank for the queen. We get to take care of the defending queen finally. We're gonna pop now. Damn. And due to poor planning and mistakes, we are going to end up failing this one because we decided to not use our clan castle and half of our spells because it was a dip. Okay, we've got another Town Hall 17. This is the day of Town Hall 17s, evidently. I don't see a Fire Spitter on base, so we will just make our push here at the 3 o'clock. And then likely just come in from the top side of the base. Okay, we almost got the king. We're gonna rescue the Royal Champion. We'll have to deal with that defensive clan castle for a moment. At the top, we'll set everything up with the Archer Queen the Root Riders coming in from the 1 o'clock. Pushing into the Town Hall now with a rage over that. Keeping everything nice and angry. Now popping the tome, sending in the back end headhunters. We do pop the other tower. We will get the defending warden down. We do also get the barbarian king. Headhunters are caught inside the tornado, but they manage to get the minion prince taken care of as well. And we will get that bomb tower, pop the BK, and lock in for a 3-star. And final attack of the day, going in with everything. Last on Hall 17, we do have our spitters, but they're off to the side, so I'm actually going to flip this and let's go in for the 9 o'clock. And we should clear out everything that's in this box. And partial alert on the clan castle. Lost our fox. We should get that. We're going to pull back the world champion. Get our heroes set up here. Moving in at the 12. And we might as well send everything in. Not leave anything to chance like we did that one time. Pop a tome. Protect the barbarian king. He's dangerously low. We don't want to pop his ability just as of yet. Okay, we'll pop it now. We will take care of most of these towers. We do have a group coming on down here. They do eat the Giga Bomb, but they will get that single taken care of, and we do take care of these 2 final spitters. Essentially no defenses left on the base as we send everything in to get a triple in our final attack. So we managed to get all of our attacks in today in the one sitting. That's the nice thing about this league, is that we can just knock it out and come back next week and do it again. The only fail that we had was on that time fail due to my own negligence. But we will end our weekly tournament with a 99.7% average destruction with an average time of 2 minutes and 11 seconds and 2.9 average stars per attack. If you guys enjoyed the video format like this, let me know down in the comments section. If you'd like to see something else, let me know that too. And if you are interested in joining the Red Thorn family, do make sure to join us on the Discord. Link will be down in the description as well. And open up a ticket for Red Thorn, The Rated, or My Clan Shiny Gemeralds. Until next time, guys, take care.